J, J, K players, look at this beautiful man. Now, the grade does need to be improved a little bit. As you can see, I'm just out. I just don't have the level 2 mats. I got all the level 1 stuff, but not the 2s. Thankfully, the new event will help with that. And obviously, some of these things plus the recollections will help out. But Teen Geto, Hidden Infantry Geto. These skill levels are a little low. I'm running low on materials, as you can see. Not hugely cashed up, say. Got enough of the other stuff, but a little bit low on that. That's alright. Get there once we get through some other things. Alright, Instant Strike. Basic melee physical attack, but does a boatload of damage. As you can see, 128 and 76. And then if you've got 30 or more cursed energy, you get crit rate to self. If you've got 40 or more cursed energy, you get damage dealt, which really, really strong. The second one deals hybrid damage of 68% physical and 170% cursed, and also applies curse technique damage taken to them for 4 turns. This increases, goes up to around 20%. And if you've got 35 or more cursed energy, you apply green damage, curse technique damage taken increase to them as well. So it's overall about a 30% damage buff or damage taken debuff to them, which is pretty useful. This is the same, but for physical. Your thing is no less than 30, 16.4% physical technique taken. So he is pretty much, not even pretty much, he is actually technically a support. He works better as a support, but he does have a massive big boy ult. So applies 103% break damage to self, applies plus 40% max curse energy to self for 4 turns, and he gets 20 cursed energy. Then he deals ranged damage of physical and curse technique equal to 875 and 50%. So this goes up a little more. He does break that 2000% mark. So let's build a team. Let's have him debuff some people, and then let's into Oblivion. Sounds good? Sounds good. All right. Catch you in the flip. Quick bonus. Look at this. Got a Gojo ticket. Let's do a Gojo ticket. Let's not do a Gojo ticket. All right. We're going to dive in to Jogo Extreme 2. We've got Geto with his recollection bit. So this will give curse damage, curse technique taken decrease. This will give damage taken decrease. This will give Hanami more curse energy. So the plan is debuff the boss, nuke with Gojo. If that's not enough, Yuji will come in, do the same thing. Massive amounts of damage reduction with Hanami. Let's see. Use Geto as a sub DPS / debuffer in this one. And then after that, we'll use him as a damage dealer with his ult and all of that sort of thing. So let's have a look. So, as you can see, Jogo ready to ult immediately. Use this. Chuck out a Pulchra. Use this. Hit with the cursed technique thing. Yes, because we've got 40, so that's fine. And we'll just hit him with a priority. No, let's hit him with a couple of composures, then priority after that. Nice. Let's see how much damage we reduce this by. Pretty good, really. Yaga still takes a little bit, not too surprising. One more of these. This is with us buffing up Jogo's damage, by the way. It's possible that Yuji comes in just because... Could you stop killing Yaga? Might need to give him a damage reduction bit, but we'll see. Alright, my priority should be you. Poor old Yaga, just getting bodied out here, man. Can you choose anyone but Bro! Not the end of the world, really, but kind of annoying. Hanami can overwrite this domain, that's fine. Spirit manipulation. Hosha. Not a worries here. The only downside to this is Green Gojo making this guy do more damage. But as you can see, because Geto gets 20 curse energy a turn anyway, it's not really a huge deal. And we'll have a couple of Yaga's buffs together when we nuke next turn. Just waiting for Geto to get his ult as well. Perfect. Ow, ow, ow. That was the recollection bit coming in. So as you can see, we got the heal. So that's pretty perfect. Attentive. Ulcra. Rainbow Dragon. Wreck Skill. Hollow Purple. Now, this should KO. Pretty chill. Nice. 500k. Not bad given the lack of support that we have. Gojo, 3 milli. Easy. Remember when this was like impossible at the beginning of the game? I remember. You had to use like Toge and all that sort of thing. Geto makes it pretty easy, pretty chill. Gojo does as well. We could have kept Yaga up if we were using like a healing rec bit. Because without all of those and we just let's have a look. Let's see how much damage we take if we just let Jogo ult, right? So we took a little bit. Took like between 2,000 and 3,000 depending. See how much we take if we just do this. And this is more the power of the parfait, right? Strawberry parfait and the damage reduction that we're stacking up. This is how much damage we saved. We'd probably just do a video on this. So, we do our hits, blah, blah, blah. What's the raw damage that we just stopped here? Yeah, so we cut it, but... So we saved a character and cut most of the damage by about half. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, let's dive into some tower. Alright, so I've decided not to do tower. Let's dive into this. This is the latest events special thingamajig. Together a team. Alright, perfect. Let's dive in. So, I'm using this on Geto. This is Gyu's free-to-play CE. Split, which is fine, because that's kind of what you want. 65% damage dealt increase. Similar to Geto's free-to-play CE. Where is it? Here, I believe. No, that's the Parfait of Youth. This one here. Yes, yes, yes. So, this is also split. Green damage whenever you're using an ult. And this is when you've got 30... curse energy or more, you get 20% crit rate, which is actually pretty good. I'll be using it, just got to get it up first. But until then, and it's maxed out, this is probably what I'll be going with, or you could use something else. But his ult is split damage, so probably easiest just to go green damage, let's go. Alright, so Nanami is going to do buffing things and then use this to increase the power of Geto and Gojo's ults. Or much of a muchness, really. Shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully we get up to Gojo's ult and Geto's ult. Because I do know that given how it all works, there's a lot of damage that could be taken by the enemy here. Go with a sweep, just to give him an extra. We'll do that just to bear with the turn. Oftentimes, just to get him over the cap every turn, you need to, without having a second dupe, you want to start with an instant strike and then you can. So, composure. Nice, nice. Right, let's do this. First spirit manipulation. Composure. Nice. Taking a bit of damage there is kind of good, actually. Now we can just continuously do. Let's priority, and then we can point at him again. Oh, that's a lot of damage. So Geto there did about 100k. He's not a huge damage dealer, especially just at one dupe, but he's doing pretty good. Go, composure. We might be short one Nanami buff, but that's not the end of it. We can top him up with this. Then let's do this. Yeah. Composure. Nope. Okay, we'll be good to go. Cool. We can nuke this turn. So, tutoring. We are short one Nanami. My bad. Alright. Rainbow Dragon. Gojo ult. And big damage time. How much do you hit for? It's 2 mil? That's pretty good. 2 mil, no dupes. You're not a DPS character? That was a bit higher. It's not his job to be Gojo though. I will say, that is some very impressive damage from both sides. If I'm being honest, because of the green damage taken debuff, plus the cursed technique damage taken debuff, that was wild. Very impressive. Let's take a look at some of the rec bits for him. Right, so he's a bit of a weird one, because he does play a dual support sub DPS role, depending on how you want to spec him. And then he's also doing split damage. So you can lean into something like this if you want, where it'll just massively buff his curse technique, because his curse technique is generally his priority, right? For his really big hits. Where are we? We're here. Like Rainbow Dragon does more technique damage by about 200%, but it's not so split that you really want to do it like that. Like 68 physical, 178 cursed, but this is 301 physical, 160 cursed. So it kind of makes it a bit difficult. So what I would tend to suggest is raw damage, if you can, with split stats. So this is a good one. That's free to play, which is nice. You can get something like this. Not exactly this, but 35% physical technique, 35% curse technique. Not ideal, but works. I believe there's another one coming out with the rerun that has a similar thing where it's 40 at this level. So that's kind of nice. And it does do damage dealt increase to self. Got student at Tokyo Jujutsu Kai characters, so that could be useful. Other ones for damage, probably thinking you're looking a little bit short outside of his own event one. His event one is pretty good though. Where is it here? We'll all be able to get this one maxed out for free. This is probably what I'll be using. When he uses an ult, 55% is green. Tribute damage to self, so that's perfect. And then, if your cursed energy is no less than 30 when the turn starts, 20% crit rate. It's just basically a permanent 20% crit rate, which is perfect, because you really do want that. Outside of that, if you're running him as more of a pure support, you can use something like this, or anything with on-demand curse energy. Keep him topped up. There's a couple of different ones that do that. There's that one, and then also this one. This is not quite as good because you can't use it turn 1, but it does do some damage take and decrease if you've been hit a couple of times. That can be quite useful. Whereas this one is just a curse technique damage take and decrease to the enemy. So it's alright. Alright, there's that. This sort of thing can be good. This is very powerful. 10 curse energy for all allies. So it's useful to have this on someone. And also on-demand damage reduction is really strong. And similar, the Strawberry Parfait, which I used at the beginning. Where is it? 60. Here we go. Parfait of Youth. If health is no more than 50%, get 30% HP as an auto skill. And if your enemy is attacking you with curse technique damage, and take 40% curse technique damage taken, so damage reduction. Very strong. Overall, he's got a lot of decent options. Nothing that really shines massively, so that's a bit sad. If you're looking to build him purely physical, I wouldn't be doing that, unless you're looking just to spam skill 3. But he can certainly play a role in based parties with like a Yuji or a Toji or a Todo or something. The only thing to realize is this costs 25 cursed energy and he only regens 20 a turn, so he'll be behind, whereas this costs 15 and he regens 20 a turn, so he'll always be ahead. So you're going to have to take some turns off with this one. That's the only problem. But it does hit really. So, you know, and if you're not too fussed about missing out on the green damage, you can sort of get away with it, or you can take a couple of turns first and recollection bit on him, debuff them physical damage, and then let Yuji or sort of this Nanami. This Nanami is split damage, right? Come in and do hits. Or if, when we get like, you know, a green Maki or Koji or anything like that. But that's that. I hope you enjoyed Showcase, bit of a guide, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.